Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is the closet. Ahem. Welcome back to the Project Zomboid Beginner Series, where I have covered a lot of things tutorial style, but I have also just been cataloging my first journey, as it was, into Build 42. And this is Carol. She's doing pretty good. 5 days survived. We are currently in Echo Creek, and I think for today's episode we are going to try and do a little bit of exploration and figuring out of things. I am still looking at starting the next run. I'm probably not going to say this every time going forward in future episodes, but let me know what your challenge suggestions and or mod suggestions are down below. The last episode we didn't get into this basement, we didn't get into the diner. Today, that is plan A. I want to see what is beyond this door. There we go. Took like 10 hits. We're in. Of course, without a door, it's not going to... Oh, there's a zombie in here. Okay, back it up, back it up. I'm just going to shout. Shout to bring them out if there are multiple. Let's switch to the nightclub. Or the nightstick, not the nightclub. God dang it. Yeah, nightstick, not nightclub, Ducky. Wake up. Are there any more of you down here? This is large, actually. I like how much space there is. Wow. Nice. So very few basements in the game are fixed spawns. Most of them are random, kind of shuffled from a deck, as far as I understand. We've got some various weapons and supplies here. Pretty good stuff. All right. So I don't know if this basement is always going to be under this particular building or not. It may be different in your run. That's kind of part of the RNG now. Oh yeah, just tons more weapons. There's actually more space, it feels like, down here than there is in the house. Unfortunately, I broke the door, so that's on me. It would take carpentry level 3 to build a new wooden door. Dang it. Alright, well, that's kind of how that is. That's okay. We don't have to live down here, but man, there's a lot of stuff down here. If I ever need weapons, and I somehow am not finding them while looting, or if I need tools, hey, box of nails. That was important some time ago. Let me actually grab that box of nails. I don't think we saw any planks as I went through, but with the box of nails and our saw, we can do one thing. It's one thing. Let's go upstairs. So yeah, I broke this window earlier, which is one of the only entry points to this house. So let's store our box of nails. Let's open the box, store the nails under the sink. I'm going to grab just a couple for myself, and we are actually going to finally barricade a window. That thing that I was trying to do, for like 10 episodes. I can finally show you how that works. Chop down a tree, and then go ahead and saw one of these logs. If you need to saw multiple logs, you would do that here in the crafting menu, and you can then, in the bottom right of this menu, you can issue a quantity, and it'll saw all the logs in your vicinity. But for now, right-click menu is fine. We only need to saw the one log. And it adds, it throws the planks directly into inventory. That's fine. Oh, I keep jumping up the staircase. I don't like that. But we'll just go in here. Make sure that we've unlocked the door to the interior. I like that this also forms like a little airlock, the two doors. That's quite nice. And then right-click on the window and hit barricade. And then assign plank like that. And there we go. Okay, I think we ran out of nails. Let's grab a couple more. They changed the weight of nails in this version, so 100 nails weighs 5 units of weight, where it used to weigh 1 unit of weight. I used to always just carry like 50 nails in my bag just to have them, but for some reason in Build 42 the nails are much larger, and so that's a bit of a problem. So that's why I don't carry a ton anymore. But having a handful, just like 4 or 5, I've got 4 on me, so it costs 1 nail to nail up a plank. I don't know about you guys if you ever nailed up a plank, but normally you want a nail for each side. I don't know why they changed the cost of the recipe, but here we are for that. That, plus the door, means no zombies are getting into our second floor, which is where we sleep. So that's resolved. So our base is basically secured. Let's go crack into the food place down here. If there's anything fresh that's left, we'll move it upstairs, just to have food. I already tried the doors last episode, so we're just going in by the window. We're going in... Oh, these are not actually counters here on the front. They don't have storage. Nor do the ones in back, including the one that the sink is on. Okay, just the register is a container, and all it contains is useless money. You know what? I will take that useless money, just because we can use it as fire starter later. That's going to probably be in our future. Very carefully into the kitchen. There might be goodies in here. White sugar. Okay, let me grab a bag. Grab a bag, and we're going to do some looting down here, move it all upstairs, and then that'll be That'll be it for doing stuff at home. Nothing in the fridge. Okay, packaged peas, I'll take it. Oh, wet stones and twine and stuff. I don't know. I don't think I'm too concerned about all of that. Coffee. Coffee is gold. Take the coffee. Take the sugar cubes. Take the kettle. We might need more ways to boil water. And in the trash can, a sugar cookie. Just a bathroom. Okay. So yeah, super sparse on loot in there. Of course, we do have all of the loot in the gas station as well, that I guess if I were really concerned, I would get in there and do that, but I'm honestly not too worried about it right now. Let's just move all this into the fridge. I do have the zombie itself occupying the freezer. I should probably move her just to have the freezer space, just to have that off my conscience. Okay, pick her up and lift, and let's just take her out back. Oh, right, and when you start sprinting, you automatically drop them. Okay, so if you hit shift to jog, that's the end. Good to know. I can actually drop my backpack. Can't drop your backpack while dragging a corpse. That's fair. I was thinking that might save some energy, but screw it, we're doing it. But yeah, really not, like, I understand they did this to make the game perhaps harder and more realistic, but man, doing this does just suck. I'm just gonna have to continue being more careful where I kill zombies so that I don't have to move bodies too often. All right, we'll rest in this chair and then we'll move on to exploring Echo Creek. That is basically why we are here, still in the save at this point, is to see the new map. And some of y'all in the comments, I think there were 1 or 2 people that were like, oh, it would be great to see you get all the way to winter in a run and see how winter survival goes. We've only played 5 days. We're on episode 12? That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes to get to winter. So 12 episodes per 5 days. We would be looking at like hundreds of episodes to make it to winter. So if a winter playthrough in particular is desired, I would either need to tuck into a mod list and a group of like game settings that would keep me entertained and you guys entertained for a long time. And I would definitely want to add at least some mods to this run, or to this kind of run to do that. Or I would need to start a run in winter, which is also an interesting little challenge option. I think the 6 months later preset still exists. Oh, if there's packs that are just up the street, we're just gonna blare the horn, park the car, and not worry about driving the car up the street. I forgot. The reason I stopped here was actually the zombie density. Also, behold, there's a trailer right there. I don't know if we can drive through these wooden poles, these festive flag poles, though. Let's bring them all in. Preemptively deal with as many zombies as we can, and then we'll see. Ooh, that truck is totally empty. 110 space in the back, that might be our next vehicle. We'll see. Alright, let's take care of these guys in a little fast-forwarded montage. It'll be great. Beta blockers for panic. Okay, that clears the first pack. I am just going to search pockets to see if there's any good loot or any keys to buildings or vehicles or antidepressants. You know, maybe. Maybe we need those. Pristine leather jacket, toss that on the ground for later. And let us engage the next pack. Come on, guys. And that red barbecue grill that's kind of on the left side of the screen, that's coming home with us. This is the power and water. Well, the water's already out. We're on limited water. But the power should be the next thing to go any day now. Oh, and the helicopter. We saw the helicopter last episode, or rather we heard it, because it doesn't really have an in-game sprite. But how does it work in the default Apocalypse difficulty? So the helicopter basically appears once. It's a one-time event by default on Apocalypse. It makes a ton of noise, it swirls up the zombies, it homes in on the player unless they're in an interior, and that's really it. It basically just guarantees a fight. Oh, we gotta rest. We gotta rest. So the helicopter, you can predict when it will come if you get a hold of a radio, I think with the emergency broadcast station channel enabled on it, or if you learn the frequency of the channel, you can tune any radio to it. That's not normally something I do, mainly just due to laziness and having to remember to check the radio every day. It's not really how I flow through the game. Okay, we have a trailer. The spoils of our combat will be inside or nearby. Right, we still can't actually push those windows open. Well, I'm not living in this trailer, so we're just gonna break in. Don't care. What do you got for me in here? Yogurt, taking that. So once again, I only brought a bunch of weapons in the car. I didn't really bring food, and our body weight is actually going up really nicely. So it's not an emergency or immediate priority, but we are going to just grab everything and haul it home, because being prepared is the name of the game here. And this singular place actually has a ton. Ooh, a bottle opener. I think I needed one of those in the past. Let's grab that. But being prepared ahead of time is the name of the game. Dead guy in the bathroom. Grab the soap. Do you have anything good on him? Oh, he has a magnum that fired one shot. Oh, okay. Sadness. Sadness. His house is nice for a trailer. Got a cool poster. Oh, here's another thing. Did you know you can take these posters off the walls? Go to the furniture menu, hit the up arrow, highlight the square the poster is in, and tap the R key on the keyboard and change it around to pick up the poster. And now we have the poster. It's ours. Because, of course, we can do some interior decorating. All right, now we have a bag of loot. This is the kind of thing that it would have been wise to bring the car for, but we're not that far from home. Let's go get this bag of stuff over to the fridge. And then I kind of want to see what's up with that truck that is across the street. We're at mechanics level 1. We read a skill book, so we can get the mechanics levels. Oh, hi. Hello, zombie. Let me just drop my heavy bag. Deal with you real quick. Hi. Wandered in from the woods, did you? A short blunt level. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. They have a digital watch. We'll take that. Nothing else terribly interesting. Alright. Grab that bag. And back upstairs we go. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear that wall clock ticking. And that is, like, lightly insanity causing. The wall clocks and stuff never used to do that. Okay, throw that bar of soap in there. Let's go ahead and unpack our cool painting. Where are we putting this? I think right here over the chair. Yep, there it goes. And there we go. We've now done a little bit of decorating. But yeah, traveling the world for unique decorations or just collecting all of your favorite painting, there's something you can do with your lifespan in-game. Okay, that gets all of that going. Before I go, let's right-click on the chair and... Okay, there's no sleep option for plastic chairs. Interesting. Our character refuses. Okay, but we do have the option to sleep when we right-click on the blue couch. Because the option for sleep is not red, it means we are tired enough that we could. I was thinking we'd get in the car and go on a big drive and, like, push deep into enemy territory, right? But for now, let's actually just sleep. Let's recover that fatigue so we're at maximum, and then we'll go in to... whatever adventure holds. Oh yeah, I still have this water canteen that I've been carrying, full of water. I don't know that I've actually had anything to drink in-game in a while. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's okay. We'll just drink from the sink. I assume auto drink has my back for the most part. And yeah, no, we don't have any containers to fill. We're doing good. All right, 11 p.m. It's a little dark, but adventure waits for no one, especially when we don't really have anything left to do at home. So the F key on your keyboard will pull out whatever you have available as a light source and turn it on. In our case, that's this flashlight. But yeah, this trailer. Ooh, this trailer has some fishing stuff in it and holds 100. That's really nifty. But yeah, we're playing by flashlight now because I refuse to sit around and wait indoors for the daylight to come out. Unless we had a book to read or push-ups to do or something. There's a few things we can safely check out here. Let's go check this truck. It's going to be locked. Ah, it's locked. Okay. The other thing we could do is turn on foraging and hit enable, and we could, like, walk around the perimeter of the truck to see if there's maybe a key in the grass somewhere, but we're probably fresh out of luck for driving this truck the legitimate way. Yeah. Okay. Sadness. Maybe the passenger door won't be locked. It's locked. All right. There's always one way in. Hop over to the driver's seat, unlock the remaining door. Check the glove box for keys. Nope, no keys. Just a stick of gum as our reward. Lame. But we could still use that. This truck looks like it's in really good condition, just we're not capable of doing hot wiring yet. Yeah, look at all those green parts, man, except the window. I don't know what happened to that window. Engine quality over 50 and health at 100. Yeah, this truck was a perfect truck until we smashed it in. All right, for now, we're just gonna fast forward walk up the street. We have a few more zombies. We can take care of until daylight properly happens. When fighting at night, I tend to like to stay on the road, just because the gray coloration or the pale coloration of the sand here gives a good contrast and makes it easy to see things. When fighting at night without a flashlight, I will almost always avoid stepping off into the grass or into the darker colored tiles, but we're doing okay. Oh yeah, there's a generator by that burger joint. And didn't we read the generator magazine a few episodes ago? I think we did. So that, plus gas station, depends on how fast the fuel runs out, but we're probably going to be great. A whole jar of salsa. Boy howdy. Salsa will be our loot that we take home. And a key ring. Throw the key ring on the ground, look for keys. There's just an unnamed, unlabeled key. Burger joint locked. We can't hop over the counter, I don't think. Oh, we can close the shutters, though. I didn't realize it had shutters. And I know, I just said that I never wander off into tall grass, and then I did that, but don't worry about it. There were no zombies, so it was fine. It was fine. But yeah, let's just do some exploring. I have no idea how big the town of Echo Creek is, or what interesting places it might have. So far, I really like the gas station, especially with the basement that we got. Get out of here. Is this big? Oh, I know where we are. This is where I had to retreat a few episodes ago. Yeah, this is where that horde was. And still is. Hi, buddy. Let's get you knocked down. And at this point, the flashlight is really just kind of on for you guys. I could turn it off and fight in this kind of light probably just fine, but let's keep it well lit so y'all can tell what's going on a little better. Oh, don't do it. Okay, we're good. Alright, and she's down. Next chunk. There's a nice van there, too. Ooh, did not see the one on the left coming out. So, most of the horde was in the fruit stand. Good to know. Let's go ahead and find our beta blockers. Ooh, it broke. It broke. My nightstick. My precious nightstick. Oh, okay. At some point during that combat, our nightstick broke. I don't think it can be repaired, so we're just going to drop that into a zombie corpse and call it good. And see what kind of loot we can get from these guys, if anything. Nothing terribly interesting. I'm not going to check every single zombie we take down, but I am going to check a few of them each time, just in case of truck keys, basically. Oh, I hear more zombies. Where are you guys in the fruit stand? Oh, yep, there's one in the back. There he is. Come here, buddy. Stalk it out. Cinnamon roll is not rotten. Excellent. That's our reward here. But yeah, all the fruit is going stale. Some baked goods are immortal, like chocolate chip cookies, it seems. Hot dog buns, cherry pie slice. But yeah, it's all going. It's all spoiling. Now, I hear zombie, but there's also this radio here. I just want to check. Click on it, check the channels. So in the channel list, we see there's no emergency broadcast, so we're not going to worry about that radio. Where are you? There we go. So, we have a heavy-duty truck. So all the trucks in the game, it used to, so this truck is big, it would be considered heavy-duty. The one we broke the window on would be considered heavy-duty. Later in the game, we'll be able to pull the intact window off this one and put it on the one that we broke the window of. But as neither vehicles have keys, and we haven't trained up our mechanics yet, that's just not really an option for right now. Okay, whatever this building is, it's locked up tight. I see a zombie. Just get in their vision range and kite them out toward a relatively bright area to fight them. Oh, and actually, yeah, under the street lamp, this isn't too bad, at least for me. Take him down, turn the light back on so I can see a little bit. There we go, we've gotten a little bit better grasp of our surroundings. Oh, and we can say we've successfully looted that place and the fruit stand. Go into our symbols here and mark. We have a little house icon for our home base. We have red gears for the cars or vehicles that are not running. A red lightning bolt to denote a generator that's not connected, so one that we might want to move, and some X's on buildings to cross off the ones which we have explored. And in this way, going building by building, we'll slowly figure everything out. I think for now, we're basically out of time. Or rather, I have a couple minutes left before I need to go, so we're going to deal with some zombies on the way home, it looks like. And try and get back to a safe spot. I also want to find another short blunt weapon from the trunk of the car or the basement to use. Ooh, hand fork, that'll do. That's basically only good as a junk weapon that we could use up. Hello? And something else of note here at the end is I've not used a flashlight in a very long time in-game. I normally just rely on running around in the dark. But this flashlight, for all that exploration we just did, a good 15, 20 IRL minutes worth, it used a couple ticks of battery up there in the upper left. Editing Ducky, zoom in the upper left so people can see. So a flashlight used to drain much faster than that, which is part of why I just didn't use them. But it seems like they might have fixed that a little, made that a little more advantageous. So I am still going to hoard batteries whenever we find them, just because that is how I am. But flashlights so far, so good. Let's go ahead and take the ratchet wrench onto our belt as our next kind of short blunt thing to use. Over the fence and up the stairs to home. It's been a good little adventure. I really am. I should go down in the basement and like bag up all the weapons and bring them up so I can visually just see what I have at all times. But I can do that off camera, basically. Okay, we know that we're actually gaining... Oh, we're no longer gaining weight. Never mind, then it's okay to just eat whatever. As long as we don't cross over to 85 units of body weight, we'll be fine. So you just eat the whole ice cream for now. Keep the calories up, save on cooking time. Don't know about the key, we're just gonna leave the key behind. Oh yeah, we got the salsa. That was our reward for that adventure. Just a container of salsa. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's episode. I'm going to go organize some loot off camera, I think. I'm going to try and bring up that stuff from the basement and maybe put it up here and lay it all out on the countertops. I'm not sure yet. But I think we'll end with a question for the comments. I grabbed this painting earlier, so my question for you guys is, do you decorate your bases? Do you just like throw all your loot on the floor, or do you have like an organizational system you use? Do you work within the bounds of like the furniture your house or space comes with, or would you be the kind of person to like dismantle all of this and haul in new furniture? Or would you just, tear it all up, trash it all up, throw it down a sleeping bag and call it good? Let me know how you guys like to decorate or arrange your bases down in the comments. And I will say thank you all so much for watching. And for those of you supporting the channel through YouTube memberships or through the Patreon page, thank you so much for your continued support. Link to the Patreon page down in the description if you want to help the channel out. And I will see you all in the next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.